When I was growing up, my mom, I watched her, she never got a chance at investing. So because she didn't have a chance to invest like all these rich people do behind us, she had to basically manage money and her pennies and interest rates and inflation, just like the problem today, was eating away at her savings. So because she couldn't ever get a shot at an investment. So about 6 years ago, I opened up what I've been doing at Cardone Capital for 40 years now. I've been buying real estate for 40 years, to everyone, accredited, non-accredited. The only people we don't do business with are actually these people.
Huh. Well, that might change after this week.
Maybe, but we buy their assets.
Right.
Okay, like these monster trillion-dollar institutions, and there's a bunch of them in that room. We'll buy their assets from them and then democratize them, open them up. I'll buy it with my money, and then I open it up to regular, everyday people like me and you and say, hey, you can benefit from the cash flow, the appreciation, the principal protection, and the tax write-offs.
So in terms of the assets that you're acquiring under your funds right now, what are the spaces that excite you in the next 24 months for investors of all kinds?
Well, the thing that excites me the most is, first of all, entrepreneurs, just going out and making money and doing well and improving the American dream. And two, is a place to store money. To me, there's no safer, better place to save money or store money than residential real estate. Large apartment complexes, great locations. We love Florida, Georgia, Alabama, anything in Florida, by the way. Texas is great, but you got to be a little careful right now. Arizona's phenomenal.
Why do you have to be careful in Texas?
Because there's a lot of supply in Dallas and Austin, tremendous amounts of supply that need probably 2 years to wane. Austin and Nashville are going to get hammered for the next 18 months. But if you're patient and very, very selective, you can make a lot of money in this cycle. And we're not using banks. Like, we don't even use banks for debt now. Rather than me giving Bank of America or Fannie Mae or Freddie Mac 7.5%, I'm like, I'm going to give this to my niece, my nephew, my friends, my followers, people that buy my books or came to my events, my partners, my employees. They can invest with me, but not the super rich people.
If there's one thing that you would change about your career and your entire history of investing in real estate for 40 years, what would you change?
Oh my God, I would change so many things. I could give you 10 easily.
Give me the biggest thing that you would change in your career if you had the chance to go back in the last 40 years and do something different.
Well, I wouldn't go to college.
Okay.
I wasted 5 years there. Two, I would not chase women. I wasted 15 years on women because I didn't have anything to offer you guys anyway. So it was ridiculous. I should have waited.
You got a great woman now, so you're all good.
Three, I'm going to give you more than one, right? So three, I saved money for too long. I stored tremendous amounts of money because I was scared as an entrepreneur and a business owner and an investor. I didn't know what to do with the money. So when I started making money at 25, at 40, I had money that I'd been saving for 15 years, and it was just deteriorating.
Yeah.
So there's a whole bunch of things, though. I wouldn't buy a house again. That was a mistake. I wouldn't go it alone. I would get partners like Brandon Dawson. I would get a partner sooner. I would have picked the industry that I got in first. Not one person in here could give you this many lists.
I'm just letting you keep going because I'm loving it, and everybody I'm sure watching can learn from what you've learned in 40 years in real estate. So
I wouldn't do drugs and alcohol.
Okay.
I'd leave that alone. That wasted 10 years of my life. And this is the big one. I would never go to another therapist to talk about my problems.
Okay.
Because they always blame mommy and daddy. That cost me $1 billion right there. So I just gave you guys like $10 billion worth of advice for free.
Well, I'm taking it home with me back to New York from Milk in LA. Thank you so much for joining us, Grant. Lovely to see you.